John Cena is at the end of his career, and there's always been questions about who should his last opponent be against. I have a few options and a few things in mind that could make sense. To me, you only really can go into two directions, either this way or that way. Now, you could have John Cena go out on his shield, putting over younger talent or somebody who could really need it more to help benefit their careers even further. That's obviously if they capitalize and use it right, because when Austin Theory beat John Cena, it did nothing for Austin Theory, and some people also feel like when Solo destroyed John Cena at Crown Jewel, it really did nothing for Solo in the end. But if you do it the correct way, and I do mean the correct way, where you have John Cena, who is a legend, some people even consider him the greatest of all time. WWE has even announced this man during his entrance as the greatest of all time, the literal GOAT. So if you have this man go out by putting somebody else over that has a bright future in the company, but you also continue to use that momentum for that superstar after they beat a John Cena, there's a couple of options that I think, of a couple superstars that could really benefit from that. One would be Gunther. I mean, Gunther's already got a bright future, longest reigning IC champion of all time, the greatest intercontinental champion in WWE history. He's going to be a future world champion, possibly also going to win King of the Ring here soon. So Gunther obviously has a unique style, and I feel like he has a very bright future for WWE for some years to come, and he's definitely somebody believable to me that could step up and beat John Cena in convincing fashion that could help propel his career even further. I'm looking at a Braun Breaker, somebody who also to me has a bright future, super young, and has so much potential, man. The sky is really the limit for him, and for him to beat somebody like a John Cena, that would be a monumental win for him, and you can continue that momentum afterwards. A lot of people aren't going to like this answer, but I gotta throw Logan Paul in there. He's already got star power from social media and everything, so he already has a spotlight on him, and he's very good at what he does, whether people like him or not. And for him to be a massive heel as he is, if he was to be the one to retire John Cena, I mean, that honestly would bring even more heel heat to Logan Paul, and I really feel like Logan Paul has a bright future to be a world champion in WWE. So if he had retired John Cena and then they used that a part of his gimmick to propel him even further up in the WWE stats, I'm not gonna lie, that would be kind of crazy, and I think it could work very well. Last one I'm gonna say is Cody Rhodes. Now, Cody Rhodes is already a made star. He's the world champion right now, but Cody Rhodes is the face of the WWE as far as being that next top baby face they've been looking for since John Cena. So if Cena wanted to pass the torch to Cody as that type baby face and that next guy, like literally, I could see something like that happening. Second option would be to have John Cena recreate a legendary feud with the superstar he's already had a feud with and have him, lose to that superstar to culminate a big feud ending like forever. Randy Orton could be one of those guys because Cena and Orton have had one of the best feuds in WWE history. Some people feel like Orton is Cena's best rival, and they've had tons of matches together throughout WWE, whether it was on Raw, SmackDown, or pay-per-views. They've had plenty of pay-per-view matches, man. So Orton, retiring Cena would make sense from a storyline perspective, or somebody like CM Punk, who also has major history with John Cena. They've had cold-blooded feuds before, some big matches with some big moments and some, hostile crowd environments and everything. And Cena and Punk always had good chemistry as well, having great matches throughout WWE. So if Punk were to retire Cena from a storyline perspective, so I feel like those two options are just the most options that just make the most sense, honestly. Like, in my mind, 100%, to have Orton or Punk, they have legit feuds with Cena that go years back, or for Cena to put somebody over who has a bright future in the WWE, but use that momentum that they beat somebody like John Cena and make it mean something, that could really mean a lot for a superstar who is going to help, get propelling up even further in the company, because the WWE is like a machine. The machine's going to keep on rolling. You have superstars who are in the gears, but the gear can only run for so long. And then eventually that gear gets replaced, and then a new gear gets in with a new superstar who's now, becoming the future or having a bright future. So the WWE is always going to be a machine that keeps propelling, further and further and further. So I feel like those are the two options that just make the most sense that would really do wonders for John Cena's retirement whenever that comes. But it's coming very soon because he's already said he don't got really much time left, probably reaching 50. He's already 47, so maybe a couple years of Cena left in WWE, but unfortunately, all good things must come to an end eventually, and Cena's career is just, on edge.